Hello and good morning. I am coming to you from Solstice morning, bright and early, and I'm wishing you all the love and blessings of this little portal that we're in. Not really little. We've been in it, and it's short in its climax, but it lasts if we choose to ride the waves and to keep receiving the energies and messages as we move into this new year. So I got up early. I love at this time of year, particularly around the solstice when we've got these long, long nights. I love to go to bed early and snuggle in, and then I love to get up when it's still dark and just feel that deep stillness of the morning, right? The early morning before the birds are even up and singing their songs. There's something that's deeply peaceful and reverent for me in that. And I used to get up much earlier on a regular basis. My rhythm has changed, but this morning I made a point of getting up bright and early and not even bright, in the darkness. And it's just felt really nice. And I love moving through the time, then growing in the light with the light. So I have my oracle cards from the the Rose Oracle deck, and I wanted to offer a sacred pause for you to be a part of whatever meditation, ceremony, ritual, whatever you are embarking on for your winter solstice today or this evening, to just assist that and to add a little extra yummy juju to the mix. So with that, I'm going to just invite that we go within, and I will open up the container. I will do a shuffle on the cards, and then we'll do a card, and then we'll do just a little guidance and then light language with it as well. So thank you so much for being here and sharing in this solstice magic energy, the longest night of the dark and the entrance into the light again. So we have this 2-in-1, and we've got the polarities that come together, which is really beautiful. So as we take a breath in, exhale, just drop down. And allow your buttocks and thighs to feel weighted. As we call forth the beloved Mother, Father, God, Goddess, Divine Source, Love, Light, and Life. Inviting those divine energies and frequencies to flow down through our crown, through our hearts, through our bones, through our muscles, down into the earth, allowing us to be a beautiful vessel and container to both hold the light and to anchor it onto this planet for the highest good of all. Take a breath in, exhale, dropping down, calling in all of our guides of the highest light and love. Inviting all of our guides with thanks and gratitude to spiral around us from the highest of realms, bringing their support, their wisdom, their love, their holding, their guidance, their protection. Only that of the highest love. We open our hearts with gratitude to their presence at all times, walking with and by us, there for our asking, for their guidance and support. And then just taking another deep breath in. And dropping down one more time, down into your hara, your pelvis, or your own womb center. Feeling connected to the earth, sending your roots down into the earth. calling forth all of our highest selves of the highest light and love, those aspects of us that carry our past, future memories, our highest wisdom, our deepest knowing, and the true signature frequencies of our humanity that transmit our divinity, guiding us through our awakening, through divinely aligning to all of these higher forces with faith and trust, receptivity and gratitude and love. On this winter solstice, inviting in the depth of the sacred feminine, the depth of your own feminine, regardless of gender, calling in a deeper knowing of your own soul presence that is illuminated through deeper peace and stillness, through spaciousness, through honoring, through surrender, and through inner listening as we move into the darkest night, which then ushers us into winter, the dark of the year. In breath in, exhale. So you can keep your eyes closed if you'd like, and just keep dropping down with your exhalation. Keep dropping down with each out breath, coming more fully into you, allowing all of your energies to come home into your sacred center. Yalayani Hiuni Usun Yalamayani Aseshani Yalamayani. Breathing in, exhaling, opening, receiving. And we'll see what the Rose Oracle has to share. Mishkani Atun. For our contemplation, our inner listening, as we shift into this new season, into a new year. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we got the card of the rose thread. I love this. So this card talks to us about the inner call being soul-led, the mystic, and living courageously. And what I love about this is that when we're moving into our spiritual lives deeper and deeper, we are becoming mystics. When we truly enter that inner world, right? When we truly come into this inner knowing, this is the path and the journey of the mystic. And it takes courage. It takes courage both to come into that place because it's full of initiations, it's full of the unknown, and it's full of transformation. So who we are when we embark on that journey with deeper devotion is not who we're going to be. And that takes courage. And it is an inner journey. So here's the card. And if you just want to gaze on it for a minute, right? And just really look at, what do you see with these different aspects of being? And we see right in the center, grounded and rooted in this dimension, perhaps. And then we see just above and to the sides, the ethereal realms are opening up. So you can just gaze at the card if you like as I read. And then we'll just take it a little bit deeper within. The rose thread, the inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. This is the card of the mystic, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to follow their intuition and living in accordance with that, to living by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walking the way of the rose, to being in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. The rose thread is the invisible path that the mystic follows. It takes courage to trust it, for the path is different for every single person. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call, and those who do so find great reward. This card is a sign that you're being called to follow this initiatory path, led by the thread deep within. You may find that you're in a place of great change and are being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. This card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It's acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. So just feel your breath. Feel into how this lands with you, what comes up for you. The rose transmission for contemplation is this: even when things feel unclear, especially when they do, I trust I'm always led from within. So just come into the breath. And drop down. And begin to look and sense and feel the beauty first of the rose. What color of rose, what kind of rose shows up for you within your heart? Without thinking, you're just going to allow it to rise from within. And if no rose shows up, that's okay. Then you can imagine a rose that just really spoke to you at any given point in time. So as you hold this rose, let your heart begin to open and allow your heart to begin to unfold its petals wider as a rose. Mishkani anyatuya layanat eshanat om. And we recognize that as a rose blooms, it's almost as if it just keeps unfolding and keeps unfolding and keeps unfolding. With beauty, with grace, with elegance, with softness. And we don't have to know what the core of that rose, like, because sometimes the inner, that very inner bud, will have a different expression before it opens up into its beautiful, feathery pollen stamens. The rose is a symbol of the sacred feminine. This is the rose thread. It is the path of the sacred and the divine feminine. And to walk along the rose thread, the initiations we could see as the thorns along the stem of roses. That as we continue to traverse, we always land in this beautiful beauty, this pillow of softness and radiance, of purity. The path of the feminine is a mystical journey. It is the inner journey. It is exactly what is said here. It is allowing ourselves to be soul-led. It is allowing ourselves to come home into the sacred vessel and vehicle of this technology, the divine technology of our body and all of its energetic layers. To be embodied is to be connected deeply to your inner feminine expression and to trust the divine information that comes through your sacred vessel. The paths of the rose, the lineages of the rose, go back thousands and thousands of years. And if you're a lover of the rose, and I'm going to take it even to the other side of that, if for some reason you have a deep resistance or dislike to roses, that is something of note as well. If you're neutral, you could take it or leave it, right? You're not in a polarity. When we're in a polarity, that's usually going to speak louder about a truth that either we're deeply knowing or we deeply resist. So as we move through this beautiful winter solstice, begin to contemplate your connection with your feminine essence, with the rose essence, with colors of the rose, kinds of roses that speak to you or that are sticky to you, right? You don't like the thorns. You stay away from them. As you contemplate your own deeper feminine essence, and how does it feel for you on this longest night to perhaps take time out in the darkness with just a candle, with some tea, Maybe even buy yourself a rose. Meditate with it, commune with it, and allow yourself to sink into the fertile ground of your feminine. The winter solstice is the night of the Great Mother. We are in this beautiful womb space, this void space of darkness. So the invitation is to find as much time as you can throughout this day and into the evening, especially at sunset and all the way through the night, to invoke this winter solstice energy and wisdom. Nestle down into the beautiful darkness. Visualize the sky opened up above you and the beautiful stars, that vast emptiness that seems empty of darkness. Be embraced and held by that darkness. Preparing through inner listening for the full coming of the light when we move into spring. The earth-based culmination of new beginnings, of a new year, of rebirth. So just take that breath in, listen, sense, feel what resonates, what sparks something within, what pushes you away. Everything is information, especially when it pulls us in or pushes us back. And it's not always as it appears on either end. So as you sink into this sacred pause a little deeper, sink into your heart and belly. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your hara space, your pelvis, or that womb space. Whether you are of masculine or feminine gender, we all have an energetic womb. So as you just breathe in, settle in, soften in. Mialayani anushuni mianusuni lamahayani sun. Miskayani alayani yon. Mialayam mishon. Mi anuhalayane yon. Mi alayane. Askashka tuku ya mi anuhalayane he ayani atosha tiki. Matoshu, allow your higher selves to commune with you through your heart, through the silence of the winter solstice night. Mishusuti kaya nyatushit isartikatu yani anikaya nyanu uma. Miuku ayasa shonyamaya nyanukuyati kisisun. Mashkani analahaya tuku. Allow them to reveal you to you on a new level. Mashkotikatiata layanatukuyatam, as you release what is no longer you. and open to receive and embrace and walk your higher expressions into this world for your highest good and the highest good of all. Mashkatia te koyana aki, mi ayanatushala aki, oshkiti atuyala maham aki, mi asisutiki ayan aki, mi itialayan yatum aki, 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 aki. Breath in, exhale, drop down. Just sense and feel your own inner awareness. No labeling or judging, just witnessing, observing, becoming present, contemplating. Your relationship to the rose, your relationship to the sacred and divine feminine, your relationship to your own inner landscape, your relationship to what is being called from within you, and your relationship to divine courage and connection, to source love. And I send you blessings of the rose thread through this dark night of winter. May you rest in deep peace and nourishment. Ashkaniatu a aki. Miasusa tishi. Alaham eke sotosha aham mikoya aham yasitum shkati ketuya eke. Sending you love and blessings.